Welcome, everybody, to a bit of a more quiet stream for me because people are sleeping. Today we're going to be watching F9SSS versus Andarel in the 5th round of Backyard Brawl. This is the 5th and final round of the Swiss format tourney. We're going to be doing the standard draft here in a second. They're just going to draft 3 characters, making sure they draft 2 Season 7s each, and then they'll be underway. It'll just take a second to get set up here. Lately from Andarel, we've been seeing the Gold Lewis from the last time I saw. I wonder if he's still running it or if he's picked up something else lately. And then last time I saw F9, F9 just took a 3-0 victory over Rose last time we saw. Pretty good showing from them. Looks like they're getting the coin flip underway for who's going to go ahead and start this draft off. Put this over here so I can actually see my chat. There we go. Alright. Looks like we see the first draft come out from Andarel in the form of Millia Rage. Millia Rage being a staple throughout this tournament, as she is a pretty dang strong Season 7 character. Lots of good tools, lots of mobility. She has a very good kit in this game. Alright, what are we going to see from F9 in response here? Looks like we see the Kai from Alex in response and the Arakune. Kai being a pretty standardly good character. Of course, being a secondary protagonist to sole bad guy in the series. He has a very well-rounded kit. Andarel here going to pull out the Propeller Knight. This is another staple of Andarel's. Andarel's been playing a lot of Propeller Knight in this tournament, believing that it can stand on par with Season 7, and it seems to be doing just that in most of this tournament, honestly. I don't think I've seen a lot of bad things from Propeller Knight in this entire tourney. We just need one more pick from Andarel. I wonder if we'll see that Gold Lewis or if he's picked up something else that he favors more. Welcome to anybody just now joining the stream. I'm a bit more quiet today. I have people sleeping in the house since it's kind of early morning for me. So far, for anyone just joining, we have Millia Rage and Propeller Knight drafted by Andarel, and we have Kai and Arakune drafted by F9. We're just waiting on the last 2 drafts. Andarel's picking his 3rd, and then F9 will round it out with theirs. Looks like the last one we're going to see is the Gold Lewis. Exactly what I was thinking as well. Andarel's been playing that Gold Lewis pretty much most of the tourney. I've seen a lot of Gold Lewis, I've seen a lot of Millia. Both very, very solid characters. Alright, see how F9 responds here. They need another Season 7 character. Last time I believe I saw them on the Leo White Fang. I wonder if they're going to pick that up again. Yep, there it is. There's a Leo White Fang. Alright. They're just going to go ahead and put them in their hidden zones here, and then we'll see them get everything sorted, and then they'll have their matchups. Alrighty. There's both getting everything all set up over there. We'll see the matchups come out here in a second. We have Gold Lewis Milia, Propeller from Andarel. See what F9 has in response here. Kai Arakune Leo. Unless it's backwards. Either way, this matchup system works because there's a Season 7 character in every match, which is the main rule that we have to worry about here. Alrighty. There we go. Alright, so the first match, yeah, we're going to see Kai versus Gold Lewis, and then we're going to see Arakune versus Millie, and then we're going to see Propeller versus Leo if we end up with the third match. Now, Kai is a very stable character, pretty well rounded. He has some range 2 or options that trigger at range 2 specifically, such as his DP being speed 7 at range 2. He has an advantage on his fireball at range 2, etc. Gold Lewis, on the other hand, is the character that has 36 cards in the deck. He has 8 specials because this man is our beloved Secretary of Defense of the United States of America. Alright, Mr. Tax Exempt. Man. That's unfortunate. The first chat in my thing is a bot. Alright. Everybody and my viewers, please just ignore the bot, as I'm not in mod view right now. So, actually, let me see. Can I mod view this? Shield. Oh well, bot can just stay there for a second. It's fine. Ah, here we are. I'm gonna time out the bot. There we go. That works in getting rid of it. Alright. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. This means Gold Lewis is going first. Gold Lewis, of course, drawing 2 more cards because he has the hand of 9 cards. We'll see if we get a turn 1 strike here or not. Of course, Gold Lewis has 2 options that hit at this range without boosting his range boost that he has. Welcome, Pingu, to the chat here. Thank you for tuning in. Yes, this is very hype. This is actually the final round of this tourney, or one of the final rounds of this tourney because it's Swiss format, round 5. I always enjoy watching Gold Lewis. Gold Lewis is a lot of fun to watch and play. We're just going to see a walk 1 from Gold Lewis get into that range 3. He has a lot of options at range 3, especially with that range boost he has. So we're going to see here how Kai decides to respond to this just walk 1 action. Didn't see anything from on curve to some crazy stuff. Of course, Kai's going to perform more of that range 2 battle. He wasn't too unhappy at range 4. He also has 2 options for dealing with range 4. We're just going to see the +1 speed, +3 guard boosted from Kai on the Dire Eclat. And what did Gold Lewis spend for this walk 1? He spent the spin. The slow that gives advantage. I actually quite enjoy landing spin in my own personal opinion. It's a fun move to land. But I just enjoy Gold Lewis, so. Andarel taking a look at their card before they go ahead and strike. They're going to lay down the first strike of the game into the +1 speed Kai. Curious if this is something slow. We have the Assault here into the Typhoon Crush. So the Assault's going to go first, bring Kai in. Kai's going to take, or Golo's going to take 4, and then Kai's going to take 5 and respawns. Of course, Goldlow's being not shy to playing these slows, especially when he sees Kai boost speed, just because, you know, the slows Goldlows have, they generally pretty pretty guarded up. So Goldlows isn't afraid to let most of those rip. We're gonna see another +1 speed hit gain advantage from Alex played here. He's gonna cancel it, move back 1. And then I'm curious if we're gonna see a strike here. Yeah, we're gonna see a strike. So we have +1 speed hit gain advantage at range 2. This could be an insane cross if we're looking on curve. We don't know what this is, so we're just going to play whatever. Looks like we're going to get the speed 3 sweep into the Behemoth Typhoon Hurl. So this is actually going to trade pretty evenly. I don't think that's what Alex wanted to see here with that sweep, but that is... We're still doing all right. There goes the focus for Andarel. Getting rid of that Force Wild Swing is pretty nice. We're going to see the +4 guard with that hit gain advantage boosted. Now Golo can attempt to go ahead and strike here to get rid of that +4, or get rid of that free gauge here, and then attempt to just play something. Or maybe he'll boost something of his own and let it go through. No, looks like we're going for the strike here. +4 guard. Well, oh, just the wild swing. Oh, wild swing and the focus. That's a really good wild swing. From the Behemoth Typhoon swing. Behemoth Typhoon swing going to deal a whole whopping 1 damage to that. Focus there. Focus went to discard for some reason. That needs to go into gauge. There we go. Goldlow's has advantage with this Behemoth Typhoon. And this Behemoth Typhoon, Goldlow's gains advantage. We'll see the X Seed come out. This is going to be a nice refresh. Draw 3 cards. Draw 2 and then draw 1 for a turn. Kai's going to follow up with the X Seed. Now, Kai needs gauge in order to actually do his X Seed side. He does have 1 card in his deck that immediately adds to gauge that allows him to cancel pretty easily. But I am curious about this X Seed, especially considering Kai has no gauge. It is not super late in the match, so this isn't the worst thing in the world. But we're about to see what kind of pain Goldlow's can lay down here, especially with that X Seed side, meaning all of his specials now draw him 2 cards on hit. Pretty crazy ability. We're going to see the Grasp come out into the Stun Edge, which means Grasp is going to throw to the other side here. That's just a 3 damage for Goldlow's. Goldlow's looking to throw out these Grasp now that Kai doesn't have as many of these, or only has 1 focus, 1 sweep left in deck. So Grasp becomes a much safer option now on offense. Especially at center stage when Goldlow's can just toss Kai away if he were threatening to hit with anything. We're just going to see the prep come out from F9 here. F9 has the card advantage over Goldlow's right now. Just Goldlow's hasn't played any specials yet. Oh, what is this? Undoing the prep. Alright, I guess we're undoing the prep. Oh, Stun Edge after, I see. Oh, we're resolving the rest of Stun Edge. I see we're going back in time. Understood. Yeah, because Stun Edge didn't get stunned by Grasp. So we're actually going to see the draw 2 boosted so that we can go up to full hand. Alright. Goldlow's is going to land a strike here. EX strike. Holy smokes. Now, the problem with Goldlow's landing EX strikes is that it is pretty rough for the opponent to try and guess what this could be, because Goldlow's has a lot of options when it comes to EX since he has 36 cards in deck. Goldlos is no stranger to just throwing out EXs like this. We're going to have to see what Kai responds with, because if they respond with the wrong thing, they could be looking at eating a bit of damage here. We're going to see the focus come out. That's a safe option. Oh, we see the EX spike, though. EX spike calling out that slow option there and just blowing it out of the water. Life lead for Goldlos, up 7. Kai with no gauge looking to close 7 life is a little bit rough. They're going to have to get some right guesses here. This is still looking to favor Goldlos at this point, but Kai does have the card advantage here. We're just going to see the grass boosted, though. We're going to give this back to Goldlos here. Now Goldlos is going to think about how he wants to respond here, because he does have the life lead, but so he can go ahead and take it slow and prep, especially since Kai is at full hand size, but they don't need to because they could keep up the pressure. It looks like they're just going to go for that prep option, though. Alright. With a +1 speed, +3 guard booster for Kai. Kai's just going to kind of take this slow and start trying to boost their way up. Now, this is the other Diary Clot, so this means we're out of Diary Clots now. On Kai's side. Now we're going to force the Wild Swing here. We're going to make this EX. Holy smokes. Alright, what do you got for us? What are you cooking? Oh, that is the perfect Wild Swing, too. That's really unfortunate. Yeah, that's quite a big burn just to get... Now Kai has a much better chance, especially now that they got 2 gauge. We're not gonna see any of their ultra moves coming off here soon, because their ultra moves are quite expensive. But we are going to be able to see Kai actually play the game, because they are able to actually use their ability now. This does put Goldlos at a deficit, especially since Kai is at full hand. So we're gonna have to see here how Kai takes advantage of this state. Kai has plenty of options here they could do. They have the one that makes Goldlos discard cards at range 2. They have a lot of things. Probably the thing they want to watch out for the most is the 3 armor card that Goldlos has, because if they do go faster than that, of course at range 4, the only thing that's going to really save Kai from that is a dive. Looks like we're just going to continue boosting. No, we're going to cancel it, okay. Now, the question is, are we going to stay? No. We're moving up 1. We're striking with a dive. We're going to get into the beam attack, or the down with the system. We got to dive back. Of course, Kai's dive is going to win here. And if the opponent is stunned, there is an advantage here. Draw 1. Oh, Andarel was pre-discarding because of thinking of a different effect. Alright, life is tied up now. 1, 2, 3. Probably drawing 4. Yep, that's what I thought. We're just CCing here. CCing, looking for answers. Definitely not a bad play. Just looking to get rid of the other dive. Everybody knows that teching Season 7 is doesn't exist. It's a myth. Alright. So with Goldlos on the back edge here now, I'm going to see how Kai go ahead and attempts to close out the situation here. Looks like we're just boosting. Oh, wait, no, we're canceling. Yeah, we're canceling. Canceling with the cross. Drew 1, backed up 1. And we're definitely going to end up striking here. Almost certainly. Yeah, here we go. Range 2 Grasp into the Behemoth Typhoon Slam, which means Grasp is just going to pull Slam in, because there's no way that we don't pull Slam in here. Take 1 damage. If we put Slam anywhere but next to us, then yeah, there we go. Oh, we could pull Goldlos in the corner. I'm not sure why we're not pulling Goldlos in the corner, but that's okay. Maybe we just want an option to leave with the DP. Alright, Goldlos here going to go ahead for the strike. Goldlos has a pretty safe sweep right here, actually, if they really want to. Looks like we're just going to go for the Hurl, though. Which is going to give us more drop power and a gauge. This is really good. So if Goldlos gets the gauge 3 gauge, that's when we're going to be really scared for Kai. Because if Goldlos gets 3 gauge, that means they can still play the other down with the system with an EX from the sweep. And that will be spooky as heck. So we're just going to take 0 damage here, of course. We're just going to discard the Ride the Lightning to take 0. Alright. Players just checking out each other's discards. Now that we're down to the wire, they're looking at what could potentially come out still. We have 12 cards left for Kai and about 19 cards left for Goldlos. We're sitting a little bit half deck on each side. Yeah, we're just studying options right now. Both players thinking, how can they pull this out of their pocket? Because when the game starts to slow down substantially is when we get to this end part here. Both players start turning on the hard think cap. Start really calculating their next moves. Alrighty. Yep, they're just taking a nice long think here. There's not much going on. I suggest everyone just gets comfortable for a second here. I want to see the advanced 3 come out from Kai. Or if this is specifically for the draw one effect. Yeah. We advance 3 and then we can choose to be at range 2 here. We're just going to stay at range 3 though. So this is an EX. We saw a dive played earlier, so this is either oh wait, we saw a spike boosted earlier. We also saw a stunnage boosted earlier. Which means there's only one thing this could be, which is either oh wait, no, it could be Foundryarch as well. It's either Stun Dip or Foundryarch, almost 100%. Like I'm almost certain this is Stunnage or Foundryarch. Question is, does the Goldlos have an answer? I mean, the answer would be a slow here almost every time. Yeah, because it's either 6 speed or 5 speed. Now, the thing is, though, is that you're not too worried about either. Neither is getting the effect, so you probably just have to drop slow here. Either that or drop your 2 to 4 again. But if you drop your 2 to 4 again, you're not getting any damage off, which isn't great. We're just going to refuse to interact, which is... It was the Foundry arc, actually. Alrighty. Because the dangerous part about that was if it was the stun dipper, then that could have gotten thinged. So, get the across back from Kai. Now, I believe that's, yeah, that's both crosses down from Kai. There's still a cross left from Gold Lewis somewhere. So we're going to boost the down with the system. So we did have that in hand. What are we going to get back? We're going to get Behemoth Typhoon Slam back. That's a very safe card to get back, and I respect that. Because that's actually going to deal with most options that Kai's going to throw out here. Unless Kai has another dive. Which I can't remember off the top of my head if they do. Yeah, that's a very good card to get back here, especially in this situation. It's going to deal with most things. We're going to draw 2, then we're going to think about canceling. So we know we need something here. Discard the Grasp to cancel. Moving up 1. +1 speed, hit, gain advantage, cancel. Alrighty. How's Gold Lewis want to respond to this? So if this is Spike, yep. Alright, well this Spike did gain advantage, so let's think about what F9 wants to do here. I really hope that they're discussing F9's turn. Yeah, F9's looking through discards thinking. F9 think about just going for the prep here and showing hand. 2 cards left though. There's no reading in the deck, so you don't have to worry about reading, but showing your hand is pretty rough because then Gold Lewis knows exactly what they can and can't play. Yep, this is looking to be very close to the last turn of the game. So we're just looking through every option here. I really hope that they realize it's F9's turn because that hit gain advantage. I really don't want to have to tell them. If I have to tell them, then that means Andarel's already done something. It looks like F9's studying their card, so I think they do know it's F9's turn. Yep, we're just going to prep here. Alright, F9SSS, they're just going to prep, show their hand. They're feeling pretty confident with that block, especially when Gold Lewis has no spikes left. Both spikes are in discard. We saw that EX spike a long time ago. Ooh, and this EX stun dipper also is making things pretty scary here too. We're going to spend a bunch of force and draw a bunch of cards here. Yeah, this EX stun dipper makes the game really hard. Because Kai can just let that stun dipper rip. And if Gold Lewis doesn't have the other block in hand, which I'm guessing they were looking for, then this is not great. Gold Lewis, of course, does have a 6-speed option themselves, but I'm almost certain if they play anything that we're just going to see that block get played. Alrighty. Bro's gotta think real hard here. EX Stun Dipper in hand for Kai is spooky as all heck, especially at this life. What kind of answers did he come up with? Actually, I think about it, both sweeps are down for Gold Lewis as well, so there is no more 6-speed here. Ooh. Ooh, that is... Oh, he just prepped. Okay. Why would Dust be shuffled into deck, actually? Yeah, there's Andarel just keeping track of hand before that was shown. We're gonna toss one more card. Now, the nice thing is Kai is at range 1. So, this does make life a little bit better because we can just grasp out of the Stun Dipper now. The EX Stun Dipper. Okay, we're playing the range 1 option. We're going to see the EX Stun Dipper in response. If we see the EX Stun Dipper in response, this could just be game. Either that or this is just the grasp baiting out the EX Stun Dipper. Unsure which this one could be. I'm going to take a second to think real hard about this. F9 thinking about what they want to respond with because they don't want to play the EX Stun Dipper into a grasp because then the EX Stun Dipper is gone and then Gold Lewis has the card advantage. But if this is the safest option is to play the block, obviously. Well, actually, it's not even that safe because Gold Lewis has Ignore Armor. Oh, Pingo. So the thing that happened that kind of messed the game up for Gold Lewis was Gold Lewis set up a play to kind of start destroying Kai because Kai had 0 gauge after exceeding, but Kai wild swung a 7-speed to cross. So it put Kai at range and also gave Kai 2 gauge because of the grass boost that Kai had. So once Kai got 2 gauge, they were able to play the game again, which made life really hard for Gold Lewis after that. But Gold Lewis was doing pretty well for most of the game, and up until that point. And then at that point, the game just kind of started falling apart. All right, what do we got here? We have the Behemoth Typhoon swing into the Stunt Edge, which is going to give Gold Lewis advantage here. Yeah, Gold Lewis did have a 6-speed option, actually. Alright, what will Gold Lewis do with the advantage here? Of course, we have to see what Kai wants to do with this advance up to 2. We are going to take the advance 2 option here. Alright, okay. EX Stun Dipper in hand, you gotta think about when you want to let it rip. Because Gold Wolves can just sit here and force you into a crappy situation for the rest of the game if you don't. This is pretty tense. Because Gold Wolves doesn't want to give the advantage back to Kai, because Kai can just get back even more into the game if he does. So he has to really think here what he wants to do. Gold of course, having 5 cards in deck, so he can't really just mull his hand either. Oh yeah, this is tense. Because Kai is still very susceptible to dying here. Not sure if we have the other Kiss of Death in hand or in deck. I don't think we saw the other Kiss of Death come out. So if we see the other Kiss of Death come out, we could also see some pretty crazy stuff as well. So yeah, we're really thinking here for Gold Lewis, because Gold Lewis really got to solve an equation here on how to win this. If he plays the wrong option, he is toast. The biggest threat, of course, being that EX Stun Dipper, because that EX Stun Dipper does mean game, even if he does play cross. He does not have any more blocks, if I remember correctly. A very, very scary situation here. And of course, as I said, Kai isn't exactly safe from death either. Kai can just get deleted by this character. Whew. Very tense, very scary. And the safest option here is obviously going to be either just drop the cross or drop the Kiss of Death Assault. Those are the safest options, but we could just throw something out there and hope that the take the 50-50 burger flip. Oh, is this the Kiss of Death coming out? Possibly. Oh, we're seeing the +1 range. We're going to cancel the +1 range. Alright, this is revealing that we're looking for the grass to boot up the bestest EX Stun Dipper. That's what we're showing here by canceling this. Question is this just a bait? If we bait out the block here, we can also just go crazy. Oh. Do I smell an EX? Is that why I'm seeing 2 cards flipped? There's no way. He has an EX left, right? This is intense. Because the problem with the Stun Dipper, so this hit, pull, push, pull doesn't matter because the Stun Dipper is, okay, we're just going to throw out the block here. Into the ignored guard from the Behemoth Typhoon drop. Oh, this is actually really scary for freaking Kai. Kai is about to lose all their cards here. Like, they can take the damage from this and be fine, but they're going to lose all their cards regardless. So they might as well just drop them now to not take any damage. Now the question is Kai going to drop a card here to not take any damage? They're not going to get the gauge unless they spend their gauge as well. Taking 0 damage here is obviously a really good play, but yeah, this is pretty spooky. This is reversed. That EX Stun Dipper is diffused now. That was really good from Gold Lewis. Man. Even if Andarel loses this, I am just gonna say that he won in heart. Holy moly. Kai chooses to go down to 0 gauge. Kai just went down to 0 gauge. Oh my goodness gracious. we're just going to see the prep here from F9. We're going to give it back to Goldlos. Goldlos has to think, what 3 cards does Kai have in hand? Because Goldlos makes one wrong move, this is game. Now Goldlos could just choose to dump their hand here and draw a whole fresh new set of cards from the new deck, but that's also risking his own right because it gives Kai back the turn. Kai having 0 gauge, of course, means that he's not canceling or doing anything fancy. Goldlos having 2 gauge. But goodness gracious. This has got me wide awake at this for early in the morning. Whew, this is tense. What are we seeing? Pushing 2 away, canceling. Putting him at the range 3 option, okay. We're just going to raw dog strike into the wild swing. Behemoth Typhoon Rise is actually going to kill here. He brought that back. He brought that back. That is insane. Oh my god, that was beautiful. Well, that was beautiful. Oh, I just want to say props to Andarel right now, but I'm not going to. They need to finish their set. I'll say props to Andarel after. That was crazy. Range 3. The only thing that could have been done there would have been a if he had if he had gotten a focus or a block in hand. If he had focus, he would have been fine. If he had block, he would also been fine. Those are the only options he had because Goldlos was down both spikes. The other option would have been if he had drawn EX Assault, because that was an option now that he had reshuffled the deck. It was a low percentage option, but it is an option. But yeah, there's not a lot of good answers against that. That was a pretty good card to play. Oh, alright, we're gonna see the Milia versus Arcune here. Now, this is a weird one because Arcune wants to play the game for his Xseed mode. He wants to do this kind of jank stuff until he's able to get to his Xseed mode, and then he wants to just kind of delete you off the face of the earth because it gets a bunch of bonuses to his attacks. Milia just wants to play the game, and she is pretty dang good at it. So I think this is an uphill battle for Arcune. Personally, just looking at the matchup on paper, I'm almost certain this is a uphill battle for Arcune. But we will see how this actually turns out. Andarel sitting at 2 life instead of 30. Cosplaying the Dark Souls custom that starts with 1. Sure, we'll see that fixed here in a minute. Alright, we're just going to see levels up human self boosted first. +1 speed hit, draw 1 gain advantage, or gain advantage. Just pass it on back to Arcune here. Alright, Bug Man, show us what you got. Alright, Mr. Bug here, gonna go ahead and lay down a strike. We're gonna see the Iron Savior from... Yeah, I don't think Andarel's very sad about this at all, actually. Iron Savior is pretty dang safe right there. So yeah, what is that not safe against? I think it's safe against everything, actually. Yeah, it's even safe against Disjoint Union. Yep, so it's just saying, hey, Arachne, pay cards or take damage, up to you. We're just going to take the draw one from Millie, of course. Opponent was not stunned, so we're not going to see any of the fancy stuff go off. We're just going to take 3 damage as Aracuna here. Making it Millie's turn. Both players have 6 cards. Alright, we're just going to see a card dropped from Millie here. Aracuna think about what they want to play in response. They're going to drop something. Alrighty. We're going to see the sweep into the if P then Q. Yeah, sweep pretty much hits everything here and doesn't get broken, so... Yep. Now if P then Q goes to overdrive. The sweep makes the random card drop. That's both crosses down, actually. Because we touch a cross to pay, and then we got the other cross out for that. Alright. Millie does stun here, so Millie's going to choose to advance 2, keep on Aracane's face. That is 1 if P then Q down. That's one of the 2 speed gates down, or one of the speed gates down. We're going to see the focus into the swing braid here. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. That was a call for sure. Deal 1 damage because it breaks focus. It's going to stun. We're going to see the draw 1 for Milia for that stun. Yeah, this is something you can do if you know your opponent's playing slows on defense. You could just drop stuff like this. Just say, alright. Alright, I see the ultra dropped. Of course, it's not going to go through. We don't have enough gauge. We're going to see the disjoint union come out. Disjoint union going to miss. Bad moon going to hit. Aracune down half health. We need to think of an answer here, and we need to think one fast because we are losing tempo hardcore. Aracune going to choose to go for the prep option. So Aracune still has 1 block, 1 focus, 2 sweeps, and if P then Q left. So we're not out of defensive options yet, but we are getting punished pretty hard here. Millie going to pull out something, standard strike. I want to see the low kick into the permutation. This is not going to stun the permutation, so we could see permutation hit here if they want. They'd have to spend some force to do so. 1, 2, spending the gauge though. 3, alright. Alright, we're going to see Septum Voices get added to gauge. For overdrive for Arcuna. That was just the top card of our discard pile. It looks like we're just CCing 4 here. Spending gauge. We don't really favor that exit side. Exit side gives us advantage on hits, but it looks like we're not really opting for that this game, which is fine. It's kind of like Milia's win more button, but she doesn't really need it. Arcuna gonna prep here. See the sweep put out. Response to the sweep. We're just gonna trade 6 for 6 here. Both players gonna discard a card. 10 life lead in favor of Milia. Dive and block both go down. Alright. What do we got, Arachnid? What do we got, Bug Guy? Pull out something fancy. +1 range. That's the funny card. Makes dive hit at range 1 for some reason. Or range 2, I mean. But in this, at this situation, it's range 1. For Millie, at least. What do we want to do with this? What makes this insanely funny is dive is extremely safe at range 1 now. For Milia, because the normal range 1 options don't hit. So if Milia has dive, I'm almost certainly just drop it here. Yeah, I think they're just playing dive. Or block. They could also play anything else that advances before as well. So like swing braid also works here. See the wild swing? Yeah, there's the dive. Here's the disjoint union. You know what's funny is disjoint union is actually going to make both of these moves. Oh wait, yeah. Oh wait, yeah. Disjoint union can push 4. That's a meme. That was a funny line. What the heck? That is really funny. I like goofy interaction. Yeah, we're just gonna prep here. Say are gonna have a fun time over there. Oh, because that was Milia Strike. That's right, that was a wild swing. Disjoint Union was a wild swing. Alright, looks like we're going to overdrive with Arcane now. We'll see the flip here in a second. Although the range 5, I don't know what we're supposed to be doing here. Does, what's it called, hit? Oh, yeah, it does. Y2 dash does hit here, actually. That's probably what we're playing. There's no way we're playing anything else. We have 2 4s in overdrive. We're almost certainly playing Y2 dash every time. No, Y2 dash is... Y2 dash is 6 power. Oh wait, that's right, we have other things that hit here too. I have a lot of things that hit here actually. We'll be playing either of our long range options as well. Y2 dash is just probably... Yeah, we're just gonna end up playing the F piecewise. Wait, that's the one that doesn't hit though. What? Oh wait, it will hit. That's right, because of the backside. Yeah, -8 range. This bug is goofy. Choose to advance to. Makes sense, go into range 3. Alrighty, how does Milia want to respond to this? So now we're in funny bugman mode. Funny bugman mode is not fun for the opponent. I think it's what is this one? 5 speeds. We have 3 5s, 3 5s, 2 4s, a 2 and a 1. Or is this a 3? It's a 3. I mean, Super EX Spike is on the table. Yucky. Low kick. A Miraz being played. Advance 1, draw 1, take another action. Gotta think about what we want to do here, because we make too many wrong moves, the bug is just gonna delete us. Tad up top, go across. Draw 1, return to hand. Are we canceling? We're thinking about it. I don't think Andarel paid to cancel tandem top. Oh, there we go. No, he played to cancel tandem top. Good, good. Alright, just gonna see the other F piecewise get played. And the grasp. F piecewise will hit. It's gonna hit for 8 too. Ouchies. Put Arcune at range 3. Okay. Alright, back to the close game again. Alright, 1 card in hand. Well, we just see the... So we're gonna have to see someone get dropped for overdrive first. And then we'll see what Arcade decides to if Arcade decides to just keep playing, or if he's gonna prep and give Millie back the turn. If Arcade has a good card in hand, I reckon we'll see it played though. Even if it's just something on curve, because Arcade is up in advantage right now. What is this? Where are we moving to? Okay, we got the top card. Are we gonna see a Wild Swing here actually? FP's wise advance. That's right. Alrighty. We drew something from the top of the deck. And the scary things are anything that has 5 or 4 in the number. Rage 1 Spike is also pretty scary actually. That is an option, unless it's only specials. No, it's everything. Yeah, Range 1 Spike is also an option. That's a pretty scary one as well. Range 1 Spike actually gets a lot of things here. Beats everything but Swingbird. Grasp. Wait, doesn't Amelia after trigger? I'll let him know in a second. What an anticlimactic finish to this game. Oh my goodness gracious. The grasp of the century. I think it was twice the grasp got beaten out, actually. Yeah, it was. Ah, shit. That was funny. That was a very anticlimactic end to the. Just plays the grasp, gets focused. Holy smokes. Alright. Last match, we're going to see Propeller versus Leo White Thing. 1-1. Alright. We have Mr. Wild Swingman himself, that's secretly big brain, versus the exact range guy. See what we can pull out of our pockets today. Oh, we actually only drew 6. There we go. Alright, we have the turn 1 prep from Andarel here to start off the match. Let's see what we respond with from Leo. Leo will look into just go into Exceed mode and start going crazy, as per usual. We're going to choose to advance to turn 1, discarding one of the ultras, the one with +2 power. Yeah, if I remember correctly, that's we have pretty low damage numbers on Propeller Knight, trying to get us to land those exact ranges. Propeller Knight with full hand thinking about what they want to do here at range 2. Alright, what do we got? Jet Stream +1 speed hit or before pull 1 or 2. Now, how much does this matter? Because you could diffuse this if you want with something like Focus. You can choose to diffuse this. It's up to you what you want to do about this. Just if you play anything that's doesn't have guard on it, you have to be wary that you're going to get stunned potentially. Alright, let's see it. We have the strike trying to defuse his +1 speed to pull 1, pull 2. What are we going to see dropped here? We're dropping EX. I'm going to drop an EX dive. Okay. So I just played the Focus to dissolve this. EX dive, just going to go over the Focus. EX dive was looking pretty a-okay there. 6-speed dive is pretty hard to beat. Focus being the main answer there. See the prep on Propeller Knight's side, we're just seeing pretty safe standard play here. Nothing super fancy going on yet. Alright, let's see it. We have a spike into a Zweites Gestober. Zweites Gestober will win out here. Let's see immediate exit and gain advantage. And we're going to see Monkey Man Leo come out. Let's watch and find out. We have Monkey Man Leo on the screen. How will we respond? Play the grasp into the sweep. Okay, we're gonna see the Gravier Verta. Just making sure Leo's a 27 from grasp. Go. Making sure game state stays standard. Alright, 10 life lead in favor of Leo here. See how we can potentially look for a comeback here. That's pretty couple big damage hits there in a row. Leo's just going to take the turn to prep since they're already unseated. Alright, we're going to see the +2 power boosted for Andarel. +1 armor, +3 guard boosted. Yeah, we're just seeing standard boost play while we're looking at what we want to do here. I want to see head one plate here, which is going to +3 or +2 power, so it's 3 power for Con Shield. We're going to close 2 and then deal 3 damage back. This will not stun, so we will not see Exceed. Life lead still pretty healthy for Leo. 9 damage up. 9 health up. Yeah, we're going to see Exceed the propeller here. That's what I was thinking. We're going to go into the corner with propeller. Keep propeller cornered here. Because we're just looking to start wailing here in a second. It's almost every time. I see light boosted. Light being a pretty safe card to boost. Makes a lot of your options a lot safer. Scariest thing is we could just see a sweep drop from Leo here. It's not as safe anymore as it normally would be because we can see a spike dropped in retaliation. And actually see a spike dropped in retaliation on a lot of these options. Defensive spike with +2 speed is pretty good at range 2. Alrighty. Strike been initiated anyways, let's find out. What we got? Propeller pull. Into the other con shield. That'll be 6 damage propeller pull for 4 speed. Still no stun. That's both con shields down. Con shield is a pretty low damaging card, so we're not too sad about this when we're propeller losing to that card. Or taking damage from that card. Wild swinging into the sweep, we have Headwind. Okay, let's see the sweep down. This will spell a stunned propeller. We have exceeded Leo again. How can we make this work? We're going to choose to fly up, move to any space. We're probably just going to move cross stage, I imagine, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. Now, the two things we are worried about here is we're worried about stall verbal and we're worried about, what's it called? Brain not braining. Graviate Verde. We're going to wild swing anyways from range 5, hoping for one of those cards. 4 to 6 range cannonball, makes sense. Advance 1. I think we're making sure to stay in it. Well, the problem is that if we get hit by stall verbal, so I'm pretty sure we're just playing block on defense. Maybe soon. If we see stall verbal come out, this will just be the end of the match if we don't play any armor. I think the reason we're staying at range 5 is because we don't want to get hit by something like a speed 5 dive. And there's other range 4 options that we have as Leo White Fang, so we're just going to prep Propeller Knight and see if we can't defuse the situation. Leo's just going to wild swing here, looking for the stall verbal or the Gestober. Or the Gravier Verde, I mean. I want to see the block played into the cross. It's going to put Leo even further away. Stall verbal hits full screen, so I think that's what we're literally just fishing for as Leo right now. Yeah, I think we're just literally wild swinging our deck until we find a stall verbal. We have any options of this range? All we have is cannonball. So the problem is that Leo's just going to keep wild swinging until they unexceed, and then until they get stall verbal, and then unexceed or unexceed. So Propeller has to think about what they want to do to fuse stall verbal, because stall verbal is probably like the one thing that actually kills pretty hard here. Alright, we see the +1 speed, +1 power boosted. And well, the speed of stall verbal, we have a like 1/13 chance. That is not stall verbal. You know what? Full broadside is actually pretty crazy here, not gonna lie. Wait, are we choosing to validate this or not? I don't think we validate that, right? Yeah, we're not validating that. What? Wait, what? Wait, what just happened? I don't understand what just happened. What? Alrighty. Well, I guess that's the end of the match. We just, guess we validated Leidenschaft and then lost. I'm still a little bit confused because the next card was a block. So... Yeah. Well, I guess that's the end of the match. Well, thanks for watching, everybody. So that means Andarel takes a 2-1 over F9. And, yeah. Thanks, everyone, for stopping by and hanging out and watching the stream. And I'll see you guys probably for the next tourney. I don't think we have that many matches left of this tourney, if any. So, yeah. Thanks for tuning in.